Hello, I am so thankful that you're listening to this. Right now, I am going over what President Donald Trump has accomplished in his 4 years in the United States of America, since we are in right now trying to fight for the election, and we really want you to understand what he has been doing and why he is hated so much by mainstream media. So right now I'm going to go ahead and go over student religious liberty. Donald Trump took action to further safeguard students constitutionally and protect the right to pray in the schools. President Trump is updating federal guidance regarding protected prayer and religious expression in public schools, which has not been issued since 2003. The update will safeguard students' rights by giving education providers and students the most current information concerning prayer in public schools. To receive federal funding, local educational agencies must confirm that their policies do not prevent or interfere with the constitutionally protected rights outlined in this guidance. The updated guidance will help improve individuals' ability to file a complaint if they are denied the ability to participate in protected religious expression. Issued guidance which made clear that students can read religious texts or pray during recess and other non-instructional periods, organize prayer groups, and express their religious beliefs in their assignments. Israel declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel and moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. Visited Jerusalem's Western Wall and prayed, a first for any sitting U.S. president. Signed the Taylor Force Act prohibiting aid to the Palestinian Authority if it funds terrorism. Cut $225 million from the Palestinian Authority. Brokered an historic deal between Israel and an Arab Gulf state, the Israel United Arab Emirates Peace Agreement, or the Abraham Accord, was agreed to by Israel and the United Arab Emirates and includes first commercial flight between the two countries. Delivered the first F-35 stealth jets to Israel. Withdrew from United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organizations citing anti-Israel bias. Cut $300 million in aid to Pakistan. Cut all U.S. funding for UNRWA, the UN agency serving Palestinian refugees, a politicized and pro-Palestinian organization which perpetuates the refugee issue. Withdrew from the anti-Israel UN Human Rights Council. Appointed pro-Israel Nikki Haley to serve as U.S. ambassador at the United Nations, who assumed a more assertive role and negotiated $285 million cut in United Nations budget. Withdrew America from the Iran deal. Imposed tough sanctions and pledged to stop Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. Closed the Palestinian Liberation Organization office in Washington, D.C. Approved a 10-year military aid package for Israel, providing $3.8 billion annually to secure Israel's defense. Thank you, President Donald Trump.